There is no escape. The force is with you. Your powers are weak.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. As you can tell, today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Very excited today. I actually have a special guest that's going to be coming in here in just a second. We'll turn the camera around so you can see him come in. Hope everybody has a great day. Wrong way, R2. May have a great day. I know me and R2 will. Planets of my solar system. My solar system. There's one little star that we all will agree. It's the one we know best in our huge galaxy. The star is our sun. It's our high-powered center. You're part of it all, so welcome, please enter. Orbiting around it are comets and gas. Asteroids and meteors also circle that mass. 8 planets are in orbit, circling our sun, traveling around it alone, one by one. Close to the sun, little Mercury goes round. Next there's Venus, then Earth can be found. Mars is the 4th planet, Jupiter's next. Saturn's out further. Doesn't this seem too complex? Next, Uranus, then Neptune, then least we forget many dwarf planets further out there, and yet I think of these planets and wonder whether they mind going round that circle forever. Mercury. If I could visit the planets one by one, what would it be like to look at the sun? What would it look like? What would I see? What would the difference from my planet be? Mercury's the closest planet to the sun. If you count down the line, it's number 1. The sun would loom larger, just think of the girth. 3 times as big as it looks back on Earth. Venus. When I'm standing on Earth, Venus is seen in the morning or evening, but not in between. Venus is hot. It's the hottest of all. It has clouds that trap heat from the sun's fiery ball. Its atmosphere's poison. The heat's boiling hot. I love to look at it, but to visit, I think not. Earth. Earth is the perfect planet for me. Not too hot or too cold. It's a fine place to be. But the thing I like best is the Earth's lovely seasons. Why do we have them? Let me tell you the reasons. Our Earth has a tilt, so in summer I face the heat of the sun floating out there in space. But my friend's home is elsewhere, the sun's tilted away, so my hot summer morning is her cold winter day. Mars, the red planet. When you're thinking of Mars, think of iron and rust. For Mars is the planet with iron-rich dust. Because of this dust, it seemed red from afar, but I guess that the color depends on where you are. When a spaceship explored this nearby red planet and wandered around with a camera to scan it, it discovered that Mars has a butterscotch hue. But I don't want to call it Butterscotch Planet, do you? Jupiter. Jupiter's huge. It's so big it could fit all 7 other planets in the middle of it. It has quite a few moons and a great big red spot that's really a storm, though it looks like a dot. This storm is gigantic. It never stops swirling. It doesn't pass land. It never stops twirling. Saturn. Saturn's the only planet that might float like a bouncing, big, bobbing, round rubber boat. It's a planet of gases, and gas is quite light, but it's icy, not wet, hence I use the word might. Speaking of ice, Saturn's many grand rings are magnificent, glorious, heavenly things. They're made up of ice chunks, some as big as a car. The ice never melts when the sun is so far. Uranus. Uranus is far, it's this cold, frozen place. I don't want to live there, it's too far out in space. Like some other planets, there are moons that surround it, and a belt of faint gray and blue rings around it. I hear it has seasons, which might be quite nice. It's tilted like Earth, so at times all that ice is warmed by the sun, but when the sun glows, does it melt out there? Nobody knows. Neptune. Neptune is frigid. It looks blue from down here, which is due to the gas in the thick atmosphere. Look through a telescope and you'll see a place with a strange, great, dark spot far out there in space. This spot is a hurricane with horrendous strong winds. There is no other planet where such giant winds spin. There's a spot where you could write your own space poem. Hope everyone has a wonderful May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Thanks for reading about space with me on our Star Wars Day.